You are now tuned into the Dogmatic approach. I am your host, King Premium, aka the prodigal son, aka the newly adopted Lamont P. Stanford, and the P stands for poster child, man. To my left, I have
it's your boy Cal downtown. The faith and hustle, keep it simple, nigga.
And to my right, we have the poster child. So it comes from this man here. This is my old man, my mentor, yes, my financial advisor, yes, my dad. Yes, my everything, man. This is the man this is Frankenstein's creator, man. When y'all wonder where the madness comes from, it's from this man right here. So this is my guy, man, Reggie Campbell, aka Cab Coolio.
Cab Coolio.
So anything you need to say to the people?
Reg, I make it do what it do.
Straight like that. Straight like that.
Cab Coolio.
Like Gucci. I'm talking about Gucci have gone so far as to design away from putting logos on their shit because they knew that's what we wanted back in the 90s, early 2000s. You couldn't hardly find no shit with no Gucci print on there. You know what I mean? Now, you know, because we buy more of their shit than Italians do, than the French do, than the British do. Now they want our business so much they went and got Dapper Dan to become a designer consultant. People who have the least amount of inclusion, the people who get the least amount of respect, we buy the most shit.
So we got a recent thing going on with T.I. I recently actually ended up speaking on it. I think on my Instagram, and I said something about I had a client.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him, so I ended up saying, well, what's the deal with the T.I. thing? He said, man, I really don't like the fact that this new Gucci thing that came out that it's like he's racially dividing people ever since he's on this what do you call it? Activist, whatever you're on this, new activist type of thing. It's like he's dividing people and it's causing like this racial tension. And I grew up in this certain area of Georgia and Atlanta, and it's like when I go to my own neighborhood, I don't feel the same love. It's like when the younger guys are looking at me, it's like, well, what are you doing here? So he said, well, it's not even to me that they really even know where that anger comes from. It's more on the people that are giving them the message. These rappers, the people that are feeding their minds, their brains on the daily. So I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, nah, I used to like T.I. I really did used to like T.I., man, but it seemed like he's really just causing a problem. I said, well, all right. So since you did used to like him, do you feel like that same energy was being applied whenever he was talking about dividing his own community? At the time, though, my dad really doesn't care about too much of this shit, so we just gonna let him rock out. You feel what I'm saying? He's not into this. We're gonna save that for later. But I'm feeling this, so we're gonna rock out with the Gucci. So, he says, well, I don't really feel like it's right that he's causing this divide. So I said, well, did you feel that way when he was dividing his own community? When him and what's his name, Shawty Low, when him and Shawty Low got into an argument, was you advocating it, or would you feel like, man, that's wrong to make them choose sides? Bowen Homes is a hood that was here way before us, way before them. I don't know if it's destroyed now, but it's gonna be there way after anybody else too. And they made people pick sides. Nah, I'm with T.I., I'm with Tip. Nah, Shawty Low, he ain't real, he ain't from Bowen Homes, he ain't yada yada yada. So why don't you feel that same way then? He was talking about distributing crack to his community. That's still dividing your community. That's been going on since forever. You're now having something that has been a plague, an epidemic, right, and you didn't choose to not condone that. You bought those albums. You helped them go platinum for that. But you want to have a problem now that he's causing something that's now making, you the target? Which I respect. This is my man's. I have absolutely, that's my guy. That's my guy. I enjoy being able to chop it up with people that I'm that close to be able to feel their true feelings, and I don't take anything that personal to where they feel like, oh, he's tripping. No, we're just gonna chop it up. So
white dude or black dude?
He's white. White guy. Absolutely, he's a white guy. So he was saying he didn't see that big of a deal with the face and the lips and such and such. Just too much being read into it. It's just clothes.
Nah, man, come on, man. Them people knew what they was doing when they did that, man. The funny thing about these clothing lines and all that, they know the stigma that come behind the decision that they make, man. You feel me? They know what they doing when they do that. Now, why they doing it is beyond us, obviously. It's deeper than rap. But for him to say T.I. dividing the people and all that, come on, man. He dividing the people because he waking his people up.
Right.
To be aware against your opinions.
Right.
You feel me?
So he was saying with the album that with Them Against Us. he was saying he really felt like that was one of the albums that started causing this divide. So what's wrong with him now making his people aware? What's wrong with him making his people lit and woke and thinking on a different path? That's the problem with too many people nowadays. They don't want to think outside the box.
That's right. That's right.
They don't want to think outside the box. They're scared to do what people are telling them can't be done.
Yep.
You need somebody that's willing to go against the barriers, to go against what people think is the norm and feel like, I don't give a fuck about what this person say. If this person say no, I'm about to go to these other motherfuckers and kick that goddamn door down.
That's right.
That shit don't matter to me, man. But other people, the moment they get told no, it's, damn, this shit ain't gonna work. Or they let their outside peers, family members, whoever, loved ones, homies, all the people that say they support you. Everybody talk a good game. But how many people are willing to put up or shut up?
That's right. That's right. Facts.
Most people want to get into this whole mode, but they don't want to just say, you know what you want to do?
That's right.
Do you have a plan?
That's right.
Hey, Reggie, I got this idea, man. I'm struggling. I'm doing bad.
I definitely got a plan.
I need a way. So many people say this on the regular, on an everyday basis. They're saying this.
That's right.
So now what happens? Now Reggie say, all right, let's make a plan.
That's right.
Are you willing to do something? Are you willing to change something right now, or are you just going to sit around and talk, gossip, wasting fucking time
That's right.
doing nothing? You made no move, but you get into the bag, though. Everybody's getting to the... How big is this goddamn bag? Can somebody explain to me how big is this fucking bag? Man, I heard a chick tell me a bag is did somebody tell her a bag is any amount of money?
Nah,
Yeah.
okay, I disagree with that.
You disagree with that? You disagree with that?
What's that?
A bag is any amount of money.
A bag is what you make it.
I disagree with it.
Okay.
I don't think when you say a bag, that comes across as something big.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Big.
Get
Yeah.
into a bag.
If somebody say,
Yeah.
I found some money, and somebody say, I found a bag of money. Which one? Now say the two amounts are equivalent. But if somebody says, I found somebody out on the street and I found a bag of money out on the street, which one in your mind is going to be the bigger amount? The bag, right?
That's right.
So if you're running around and not saying that people that make small amounts of money or whatever you deem is small, it's about what you do with the money that you do make. You can be making $8.75 an hour, but if you're calculated and you're financially literate enough to know how to manage that money, you're gonna succeed. But you could be the dude that's making $200 an hour, $300 a day. You could be whatever you want to be, the hustler, the whatever. But if you still going out spending this money frivolously and you coming back home with $500, you're a $500 nigga.
That's right. That's right.
That's all it is to me. You're not that big cap guy that you claiming to be. It just as quick as it's going in, it's coming out. So me personally, I don't feel that way. And side note, as far as our black people in the community, if FUBU came out with some shit today.
Wish they did.
When?
FUBU back on the shelves, man.
What you mean?
I'm gonna tell you why I
Yeah,
seen
they are.
FUBU at recently. I seen FUBU at South DeKalb Mall recently, right? The FUBU jerseys, the 05, all that, the whole.
The 05 Jones.
Yeah.
Big. Are they big? They still big?
Yeah. Oh, hold on, wait.
They
big.
still like the big 2X.
Nah,
You know,
I
you
think-
be rocking like a 2X and you was like 4.
And it's actually the same price as a jersey. Like you go get a regular jersey for $80.
That's facts.
But I'm saying that to say I was walking through the mall when I saw the FUBU jersey and I saw the dude. He was like, "Man, what the hell, FUBU $80?"
He was sure. So how old was it?
He was look like around my age, about
Okay.
21, 22. So he was like,
Okay.
"FUBU $80." So I'm saying to myself, "What damn? Like, what's wrong with him?" This be my thing when it comes to prices and all that. You can't get mad at no person for selling their price at what they sell their price. at.
Facts.
Now,
Facts. My
unfortunately,
price is my price.
when you're a black seller or whatever, you feel me, people expect for you to sell yours at an affordable price. You dig?
Talk that
You
shit.
can't, come on, man. You can't, you'll go spend whatever on whatever. But since he your brother, he the black man, whatever.
You gotta get a
whatever,
discount.
he
It's
gotta
supposed to
give
be
you
for
a
the low.
discount. Come on,
And then
man.
if it's jacked up on the price, then homie gonna tell you it's fake. Where you
That's
get that
what
from?
I'm
You
saying.
must have
Exactly.
stole it.
Come
You-
on, man. But I ain't trying to play the radio. I ain't trying to sound like everybody else and they be like, yo, go support, go buy this if this costs that much, but you ain't gonna support this black man. My thing is a person prices that price for a reason.
Right.
Obviously, it's some type of good to it if it's that high.
Facts.
You feel me? Now I'm gonna say this. I bet if these rappers was running around rapping about FUBU, Rockaway, Sean John.
That's the same thing that they did.
That's
The
what I'm
when the
saying.
rapper, man, they just told us how not too long ago Tommy Hilfiger was racist.
Yep.
They
And
boycotted for a
everybody,
little
man,
second. We ain't rocking Tommy
Hilfiger.
Hilfiger. Then soon after that, they started rocking Tommy Hilfiger. They said the tree on the Timberland boot
was-
used to be hanging black people.
That trip.
And I ain't even gonna front. I rock some Timberland. Then I go buy some Timberland tonight.
Yeah, that trip.
I ain't even gonna front. I go buy some, but I would never want to boycott it. But for some of those people, they was just all on some, man, I ain't rocking no Timberland. Side note, Black History Month.
Yeah.
You remember when Black Panther came out?
Yeah.
And everybody was running around with Wakanda
dashikis
paint.
and all
They had the big earrings. They had the whole whoop wop whip.
Wakanda forever.
When the last time y'all see somebody with the paint and the dashiki? I'll wait.
Not since Black Panther died.
Easy come, easy go.
Everybody wanted to be damn Ancestry.com. They wanted to tune in with their ancestors. Where we at? Don't nobody give a fuck about that. So anyway, so back to the FUBU. So they already know most of us aren't gonna want to consume that. They're gonna be like, man, that shit lame. Don't nobody rock no damn FUBU no more. But how many black companies did we have that came and gone? Apple Bottom, Nelly, Vocal. No, was Vocal with that? Yeah, that was for the men. Apple Bottom was for the women. So Vocal, Apple Bottom, Sean John, Rockaway, FUBU. How much of this stuff do black people wear?
They don't wear them.
But they're wearing Gucci.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Balenciaga, which is made. We ain't never tripping.
We ain't never tripping.
We ain't never tripping. We know, for the most part, most of these high-end designers are of the homosexual community. I have no issue with the homosexual
we ain't worried about
community.
y'all.
We ain't never tripping.
Yeah.
But you have these guys who are legally married to other men and is endorsing and pushing their line on men, and are having y'all wearing choker chains in the super tight jeans and the
small jacket.
The small jackets,
jacket.
the purses. It's not a purse, it's a satchel.
It's a satchel.
It's a satchel. It's my
fanny pack.
What, dude, man? Look, man. Nah, I ain't even gonna lie. The fanny pack. My granddad used to have a fanny pack.
No,
like
they got a bag in that over there, so that's what make it cool. They got a. I'm just telling. Hey man, I'm telling you what.
Fuck that bag, man. Nobody give a fuck about that weak ass bag. Man, anyway, so they rocking out here with all this different shit, and you're not willing to support your own people. All of that shit now to you is lame.
Yep.
You don't want to rock that, but yet you Black Lives Matter. Which brings me to my next thing. T.I., being from Atlanta, he's a well-respected guy out in the community, and there's recently been an interview with Killer Mike, who's also from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So Killer Mike he had a few interviews. He did Breakfast Club. I think he did what was another one he did?
I think he did Hot 97.
Hot 97
with Ebro.
I didn't see that one.
Did he do Ebro? I think I saw it, but I can't remember.
I don't know if he did that one. But I saw a couple interviews where he ended up doing it, and he was also on some talk show, and he was on the radio here in Atlanta, V103 or was it 107.9?
103.
103, V103. Yeah. So he ended up talking about the way he wants to change the way people's mind works. He wants to change the dynamic of the average thinking with the African American people especially. He's inclusive with, some of everybody, but he more so wants to focus on our people. The same people that's talking this shit and don't do shit. That's what he's focusing on.
That get me going now.
That get you
Yeah.
Hold that. Huh? So he's focusing more on these people, and we don't want to conform or change our thought to think or go outside the box and say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna defy the odds. I'm going all the way in. So this is the crazy thing, man. My dad, I've been with him. He's not my biological father, but I don't give a fuck with nobody. That's my dad. I say what you want to. Yeah. That's my guy. That's my guy. The beat, he created this shit heavily. So I've been working next to this shit for the longest. The way he thinks, the way his brain works, the average person be like, man, this dude tripping. You just came in, you anything you done dang near wanted to get. He either he can get it, he knows some way to get it. The way his brain works, time got to keep going. Time is going, money is going, everything is going. Life don't stop. Man, I witnessed this dude deal with tragic situations, and he muscled up, stayed at work. The shit he dealt with, I couldn't fathom that shit. Dude dealt with it, muscled the fuck up, and kept working. Started making arrangements. Well, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. I done left work. What? I'm out. Shit, I gotta get my thoughts together. Dude stood strong. So henceforth, the world is now introduced to this Killer Mike. I've been dealing with a Killer Mike. I've been dealing with a Killer Reggie for 10 years.
Killer Reggie.
I've been dealing with a Killer Reggie for 10 years. Heavily.
Reggie Red, man.
So I don't even want to prolong the thing no more, man. I'm gonna let my dad end up getting into to his purpose because we're here for a reason. None of this. We got into that Fugazi stuff in the beginning or whatever like that. But this is what it really comes down to. And this man has a vision, and I believe in his vision. I've always believed in his vision. This shit, dude. I was working with him for first time I got locked up. Dude got me out. Family, no family. His wife condone. Hey, shoot, we do whatever we got to do. You got to get him out. Now, what is the attack? What the fuck am I to him? I known him for 4 months, and dude got me out. Kept getting into shit. Still dealt with me. So to me, this whole thing we got going on is bigger than anything to me. So I'm in full condolences, full appreciation for everything. And we gonna rock this out, man. Let that shit rock, Dad.
Yeah, my main platform and my main strategy is investing and options. And what I mean by that, I'm trying to collectively bring people together for a cause, because I know that we all have our own situations and we all fall short. And at the end of the day, the commonality is money. People can say whatever they want to say. Money ain't everything. I can live without it. I could do this and I don't need that. To those people that say that, I want you to try living without money. Come back and tell me what the results are.
You already know what the results are.
This world is driven by money. This is fact, like straight up. Like, this world is driven by money, cash money, make no means about it. Whether it's in the church, whether it's outside of the church, in business, personal life, relationships. So at the end of the day, I find it real interesting that we're going to produce this commentary during February. What's the coincidence? It's Black History Month. All right, that's number one. Number two, February, it's income tax, where people are finna get massive amounts of income coming in, money that they normally don't even have once a year. And I can guarantee you, most of the money is already spent before it even hit your hand.
Facts.
I just want y'all to feel me on this.
What was the statistic Killer Mike gave on his trigger warning?
When they started talking about the value of the black dollar and the length of period of time that it stays in your hand.
So what did he do? What was it for the Jews? He said it was like Jews,
with Jews, I think he said it was maybe like 27 days.
Yeah, like 27,
for Caucasians, he said maybe like 21 days. And for African Americans, he said 6 hours. So basically, what he is saying, as quick as the money comes in, it goes right back out.
ASAP.
And that equates to us working from payday to payday, from week to week. And me personally, I'm kind of tired of it. But I've been thinking about this here a long time. I already have a business that my wife and I had established since 2009. It's about investing in people and investing in real estate. And what I'm going to say to my brothers and sisters, I'm going to send them out a pledge. And I would like for them to commit to themselves about making an investment into themselves. Now remember this here, I have no problem with people working jobs from 9 to 5. I understand that. Sometimes you got to do whatever you have to do. But at the end of the day, if you have your human resource officer come to you and have a conversation with you about investing your money and allowing them to take your money out of your check every single week, you sign up like it's running water.
Facts.
You sign up. Yeah, boss, take my money out.
Facts.
Take my money out. I'll take whatever out. And so at the end of the day, they start taking your money out that you work for. Let me tell you about the caveat. We all know that a rainy day is coming. In life, if you live life long enough, a rainy day is coming.
Facts.
So now, if you have volunteered to let them take that money out of your check, when it's time for you to get some of your money that you voluntarily invested, do you know what they're going to say? This is exactly what they're going to say. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, or I'm sorry, sir. We can't give you your money. Why not? Well, if we do, you're going to have to apply for it. And then we're going to have to approve you. And then if we approve you, you're going to have to repay this money back. Your own money, you're going to have to repay it back with interest.
Out your paycheck again.
Out of your paycheck that you volunteered.
Yep.
So with that being said, you pretty much know what you pretty much know what's going on. You're giving them people your money while you're working to invest your money. Now I'm here to say, why don't you invest in your damn self? At the end of the day, look here. I'm just delivering the message because it has been on my heart. To anybody that know me, anybody that's dealt with me or whatever, I'm pretty on point when it comes down to money and finances. I don't play with people's money.
That's a fact.
I'm a safe keeper of money. And I actually have my own vision. And the worst thing that you can do to me is to tell me that it can't happen. That's the very reason why I'm here now. And so what I'm doing, I don't want to make it seem like it's racist, because this here, what I'm about to say, is included to all people. But I am specifically calling out my brothers and my sisters. I would like for you to have the same urgency with a pledge for your financial future and your financial investment as you do when you're about to go to the club. As you do when you're about to pull up to the gas station to put $40 in your gas tank to get from point A to point B. As you're about to pull up to your local corner store to buy cigarettes and blunts and do-rags.
Come on, man.
The point that I am trying to make. Do you understand the thought process? I don't care if you got your light bill money in your pocket. The point that I'm trying to make. Whatever it is that's in that store that you want, you're going to get it.
That's a fact.
And all that I ask is that your ass have that same urgency.
Talk that shit.
When it comes down to investing into yourself.
Talk that shit, Dad.
And that's all I'm talking about. If I don't know what the age group is here, the people that's actually on this platform, but one of my most favorite movies is Malcolm X. And there's a certain part in that movie where one of the brothers of the community got locked up. And they went to jail.
They beat on him. They beat on him. The police that came by, they beat on him and they locked him up.
And they beat on him. They
were telling him that the Muslim community wasn't going to do nothing because he wasn't a Muslim.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what brother Malcolm X did, he said, we have to go get him out. So when he decided that, he called on to all of his brothers, and all of them marched down to the jailhouse. And when they went down there, they was in order. And they asked for the supervisor on duty, and they said, we must get this brother out. Now, from the top up above, those folks that was looking, they looked down and they said, that is too much power for one black man. Now, I'm finna spin it back to the almighty dollar. You see, our government is in hooray. I mean, they're all over the place or whatever. But these are the people that take our tax dollars. And we have no problem with giving it to them. Have you ever got sick and tired of getting sick and tired? They tell you when it's election time, let's get ready to go to the poll and let's vote for the next man or the next woman in. And they say that the vote counts. Do the vote really counts? Do the vote really counts? The point that I'm trying to make is that I am sick and tired of depending on other people. But when I'm calling specifically my brothers and sisters out, let's depend on ourselves.
Now, side note, real quick. When he said something about the votes and the votes not really counting, let's go back to the Donald Trump. I said a few episodes back that I was a lean Republican. I still ain't vote for this motherfucker. Fuck Trump. So anyway, most people think whenever you vote, like they say, if you don't vote, you don't have a voice, so forth and so forth. Votes don't work that way. It's about electoral colleges. It's 13 electoral colleges. If your state is not within those electoral colleges, they don't give a fuck. Hillary won the population vote and she still fucking lost.
Facts.
The shit don't mean nothing. So quit coming at people who don't vote or whatever
Facts.
about if you don't vote, it don't count. Bitch, your voice don't make a difference either way. So don't talk to me with that shit. So, all right, my bad. I'm sorry, Dad. Go ahead.
Money is power. Believe me, money is power. And at the end of the day, our voices are temporarily heard and then they're automatically muted out. So what I'm going to say to you, the way that you fight the beast is with cash money. Can you imagine? And I want to make the state of Georgia and specifically the city of Locust Grove the first to actually start this here off. I want to make it mandatory for every African American person that is living on earth to make a pledge of at least $1. You can pledge more, 5, 10, 20, 100, it doesn't matter. But the reason why I put it at the bare minimum at $1, because we can almost go outside and find $1 in our car. But what I'm trying to accumulate is the snowball effect. It's just like if it's snowing outside and now the kids want to go outside and play. The first thing the kids want to do, they want to build a snowman. Well, you know that a snowman starts from the ground.
But with a little ass ball that you start in your hand,
with a little ball, with a little ball,
your hands are, you able to compact that shit and
you just balled it. You just balled it up and it's small. You don't know where you're gonna go with it, but then you start rolling it. And when you start rolling it, it starts picking up other snow. Then it get a little heavy. Then you got to get your sister and your brother to get out there. Now all of a sudden you got a big ball. So now my point is you have a foundation. So then when you have a foundation, you get really excited. The ball really get rolling. Then you go inside and tell your parents to come outside like I need some help. Then your parents come out. You know, they may have a carrot. They may have a marker with some eyes. And now all of a sudden, bam, you got a full-blown snowman. So the point that I'm trying to make, if you would entrust me, all I want to do is to be the gatekeeper. I'm only looking for people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm looking for people that feel like they have been oppressed. I'm looking for people that feel like they've been underserved. I feel like I'm looking for people that understands what I'm talking about and they really want to make a change in their financial future. Now, what I'm going to give you a guarantee. And you know that in life, nothing is guaranteed other than death and taxes.
So what makes you feel like you should be the gatekeeper?
What makes me feel like what?
You should be the gatekeeper.
The reason why I feel like I should be the gatekeeper is because I feel like I'm sharing to the world my thoughts and my process. And if there's someone else that feels like they should be the gatekeeper, I'm with that too. All I want to do is open up a dialogue and to get the ball rolling. But for one, I have history. I have history with you. I have history with Kamara. I actually have history with everybody else in here. And that's one thing that I am. I'm a keeper of cash money. And at the end of the day, I know that money moves the world. Money moves the world. So I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer. At the end of the day, you know, like my boy J. Cole said it, $1 and a dream. All I have is $1.
Talk that J. Cole shit.
And all I have is a dream. And at the end of the day, I mean, Dr. Martin Luther King had to start from somewhere. And the only thing that I can say is together we stand massively. Divided, we fall and we fall hard. And y'all don't even understand the dynamics to this thing called the federal government. They pit us against each other.
Facts.
We are so divisive towards one another. All they got to do is just sit back and say, let it roll. I mean, we always hating on each other. I mean, the hate is real.
I know with that real quick. You we a few episodes back, you end up having a certain type of feeling about Martin Luther King. Yeah. So my old man just ended up saying something about, you know, the Martin Luther King approach. So now me personally, I'm a Malcolm X type of guy. I don't believe whatever, and that was the debate with you. So what's your feeling? Now talk that shit. What's your feeling on Martin Luther King? Let the people know.
But with that being said, I want to understand so y'all can get a clear understanding. I'm talking about in the respect of him bringing massive people together.
Right.
That's
but either way, it was both used together because the same excerpt you used with Malcolm X, he still brought people together.
Okay, there it is.
So either way, it does still work both ways.
Okay, there it is.
So now with you, So give me this because I feel the way you feel. Talk that shit.
I just be feeling like, you feel me? I know it's gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way.
Happy Black History Month.
Whatever, exactly. But I'm gonna say what I want to say, whatever. I just feel like King approach was too pushover.
Okay.
It was too soft.
Okay.
You dig? That's what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to, know what I mean? Listen, at the end of the day, your people gonna follow what you say. You the leader. You the fall man.
Okay.
So you tell them be calm, cool, and collected while we beat on them. While we disrespect them in front of their family, spit on them, throw water on them, do all this stuff on them. Versus Malcolm X approach was, hey man, he hit you, hit him back.
Fact.
Now just imagine if we would roll with Malcolm X, right? We roll with Malcolm X approach versus King, know what I mean? No disrespecting nobody.
Right.
Know what I mean? Now, maybe Black Wall Street wouldn't have happened. Think about that.
So explain to the people, for the people that don't know, like explain like a quick little thing like about Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street was the black economy. You feel me? It was us. Everything was for us. We had our own doctors, lawyers, all that. We didn't need them for nothing. Not a damn thing. And that's the only time, the first and only time U.S. bombed on their land. You feel me? Tulsa, Oklahoma, by the way. That's what happened 1927. Go ahead and Google that and do your research up on that.
I like that.
But yeah, a lot of people, you feel me, they be tripping on me because I'm a young dude. And then I just be like, and to piggyback off what you said, you know what I mean, with the job thing. I felt like the ones that came before us, the Martin Luther Kings and them, and that generation, you feel me? They the reason why, you know what I mean, our people so focused on getting a good paying job. You feel me? Okay, you get a good paying job, you get that job 30 years of your life, you walk away. What the hell do you own, my dude?
Nothing.
What you got?
Nothing.
You feel me?
Nothing.
What you got?
Nothing.
And I ain't trying to play the race card or nothing, you feel me? But, you know, you look at the white people in that aspect, that's their thing. Their biggest thing is, okay, I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna work real hard, and I'm gonna get to this position to where I ain't never gotta work hard and get dirty again. And you know, they get that position where they in the suit and tie now. You feel me? They invest into it so much. And what's the most, I don't know if y'all ever worked a job or not, you feel me? What's the biggest thing you hear when you go to a job, you did? You see all of them, I mean, like I said, I ain't trying to play the race card or nothing, but you see all the white people in there, right? The ones that's in the suit and ties and all that. These motherfuckers getting paid time off. They getting salary. What's the most important thing you hear? Oh man, that boy got money. He got a big stupid house, about 4 or 5 cars. He putting his daughter through college.
Right.
Okay, he done moved up to that position to where he can do that. Know what I mean? So for you, example, for the black dudes that's in the working field, you feel me? A lot of times their biggest thing is wanting to get away from that. You know?
That's absolutely. They just don't know how. That's the problem. So now it ends up coming into a system the way you have to think for thine self, do for thine self to accumulate thine wealth. Shout out my big brother Dante.
And
heavily.
And once again,
you're gonna have to get something together to start making something happen for you. You have to just say fuck it. That like I ain't gonna. There's no easy way to. You have to just say fuck it.
And then
I'm going in.
And then you feel me going on what you said, how you was saying, I mean, you pretty much can help people financially, right?
Yes.
You feel me? I hate to say this, but it's so true. A lot of black people rather trust 401k versus you.
Yeah, facts.
They rather do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
so what is it about it that makes you feel like they rather trust 401k over Reggie Campbell?
I feel like we've been brainwashed. And I think the brainwashed, I mean, psychologically, it's just been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years or whatever, and you just can't get it. It's so deeply embedded into our skull, you just can't get away from it. And like, I'm gonna give you an example. The way that I see game, I call what the government does collectively is game. We're gonna start off another way to keep us back is through credit. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Because you are what your credit score say you are. Facts.
Absolute. That's facts. Based on people.
A lot of us don't even understand the significance and the importance of credit.
All right. So, what you said, the people or other people of other ethnicities judge you pretty much based on your credit score. That's what it is that dictates who you are in society's eyes. So, So go ahead and
yes,
go ahead and
credit has a lot to do with the lifestyle that we live and the way that we actually live, because a lot of people take credit for granted, but at the end of the day, when we have needs and we have things that we have to attain or whatever, unless you have cash money to buy it straight out, the first thing they're going to do, they're going to ask you for your first and your last name, and they're going to ask you for your social security number.
Absolutely.
Those are the facts.
That's coming.
And then whenever they see that, they're going to say, Mr. Kennedy, your credit score is 522. We're not going to be able to get you into this vehicle.
Not the 522.
And then so you're lost. But at the end of the day, whatever that item is you're trying to purchase, you're going to do whatever you have to do to get that. So now you're at their mercy. But they say, Mr. Kennedy, we can't give that to you. But what we can do, we could finance the vehicle for you, and we can finance it at 29 or 30%. Mr. Kennedy, do you have? What do you have? What do you have that you can put down?
So real quick, for the people that don't know what 29 or 30% is, when it comes down to cars, when it comes down to interest, explain to them what is if a car salesman tells you, I'm gonna charge you 39 or 29 or 30% on such and such. Explain to them what is that.
That's the interest rate. That's the interest rate on the vehicle plus the amount of the purchase price. And so at the end of the day, that's what you're going to pay for the term of the loan. And at the end of the day, they're going to stretch the loan out for as long as you possibly can. And then what they're going to do, they're going to be like, Mr. Kennedy, I'm using you as an example.
Right.
I could work with you, but what kind of a down payment do you have? Mr. Kennedy just received his income tax back. $4,000. But he want that red Mercedes-Benz so bad. Mr. Kennedy say, well, I can give you 35 of it. So Mr. Kennedy give him $3,500, and now he rolled off of the lot
with $500
in his pocket with an $800 a month car payment, and that's not even including the $375 that you're gonna have to pay on insurance.
Damn.
But you happy, and the sad part about it is that, you work at Walmart making $10 an hour. So I want you to do the math. You pretty much know what the math is. You don't put yourself in a hole. And that gentleman that just sold you that car, he's not even worried about you making the payment. As soon as you leave off the lot, he done already called his repo man and put it on standby, because he already know you're going to fail. So the point that I'm trying to make, the system is designed for us to fail.
Hell yeah.
And so another element to this pledge that I'm talking about, to our individual.
What you say? You say L?
Yeah, you see that? Yeah, I went south.
Motherfucking L.
Yeah. I'm putting the emphasis on whoever it is. If you decide to invest with us in our pledge, and the pledge is to invest in yourself, and what we're investing is real estate, and we're investing in Fortune 500 companies. And this is not no stock market. This is buying stock. This is taking our collective dollars and beginning to own these Fortune 500 companies. And what I've told you, like I've said once before or whatever, your money is guaranteed.
What the hell is a Fortune 500?
A Fortune 500 company is one of the top companies in the United States of America, aka Walmart, aka AT&T. They're stable. They call
Coca-Cola,
Johnson, they're called aristocrat
premium
companies. And the reason why I'm harping, and the reason why I'm specifically harping on Walmart, because I don't care where you at, what city, what state or whatever, everybody knows about Walmart.
It's a damn Walmart.
And when I tell you about Walmart, right? Walmart has all of your needs, right?
Everything.
Pharmacy, banking.
You go to Walmart mad. You go in there expecting to spend $5, you come out spending $50. Walmart will kill you every time. Walmart is the fucking devil. Walmart is the devil himself. If the devil had a form, it is the goddamn Walmart.
Let me ask you this here, y'all. Let me ask y'all this here. Is Walmart going anywhere?
Nope, no time.
Walmart ain't going nowhere. And I'm finna tell you what Walmart has.
Walmart gonna start selling weed.
Walmart has what you call a drip plan. It's what you call a direct reinvestment program. Is that what that means is that you can go straight to their transfer agent and you can buy stock directly. This don't have anything to do with the stock market. And you can buy shares of stock. Warren Buffett does it all the time. You can go there and you can pull the information up and you can see the way the money moves and you can see what these shareholders and these large companies do. It's the same thing that a bank do. When you go take your money you put in the bank, let's say for instance, I'm going to tell you about a bank. A bank will tell you like, hey, won't you open up this savings account? Won't you open up this checking account or whatever? Put your money in. We're going to take care of your money and then we're going to guarantee you up to $250,000 of that money. Now I can guarantee you this and I want y'all to try this here. You can take $1,000 and put it into the bank tomorrow. What's tomorrow? February the what?
11th.
February the 11th. Now we're gonna fast forward to February the 11th, 2020. And if you ain't even touched that bank account, in your mind, right, you're supposed to have some interest in there. I can guarantee you, when you put that $2,000 in there, you may have $2,000.20. So you just let them people hold your money for a year for 2 cents. For 2 cents. So you tell me that's the American way? So what the hell are you going to get off of that? So, I mean, that's my point. And so my thing is, I all know a lot of people said, once again, I've already said something about money and power, but I'm telling you, collectively, when we accumulate massive amounts of income or whatever, that's how we gain power. And whenever we can't gain power, we don't ask nobody for nothing. We're going in and we're kicking the doors down. We're going to buy everything that we need. We're going to buy our own land. We're going to buy our own property. We're going to invest and buy our own real estate. And for the people that are making the pledge to get involved, I'm going to bypass the credit. I'm going to make credit a non-factor. Who in the hell says that credit is going to define me? I'm not going to say that with what I'm trying to do. Your word defines me. The only thing that you have to do is to have a job and have a bank account.
So when you said something about your credit doesn't define you and you're not worried about the credits, like, what does that mean intangibly with what it is that you're trying to do?
What that means to me is that to become a part of this investment portfolio, I'm trying to eradicate and I'm trying to erase the hurdles that we have to climb over day after day after day. And I can use you as an example. The American Express Gold credit card that you have.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take.
Hold on.
I'm willing to take my personal credit.
I'm gonna cover my numbers though.
I'm willing to take my personal credit and my personal relationship with American Express.
This shit is real.
With American Express, and I'm going to put you in. I'm going to put you in a position where you can piggyback off of my credit to jump your credit. So credit would no longer be an issue.
Hold on, real quick. Huh? So now let me say this real quick, just to interject. I'm gonna let them definitely get right back into it. My credit score was, I ain't even gonna say what the number is, but it was fucked up. My credit score from November of 2017 up until December of 2019 jumped 200 points. Partially amongst the American Express that he ended up, I was able to piggyback off of XYZ. But again, earlier when I said into the episode, the beast he created, the Frankenstein and XYZ, it made me get on my shit with fixing everything else, the deficiencies within my credit. It just made me say, Nick, if you end up going through this, man up to it. Call these people, they gonna work something out. So the crazy shit, I ended up on a crazy substantial amount. But if I was willing to settle it at a certain date, they were willing to take lesser. So at the time, now I said to myself, bet. My old man just hooked me up with this American Express. The amount they just gave me within the American Express amount he gave me, it covers that. Now let me use my credit card to pay off this, and if I know I'm gonna pay this credit back, that's a double whammy. I'm gonna get credit for using this credit card, now having American Express, and now I'm gonna also benefit off of using my credit card, because the credit bureaus see that. He's using my credit card to pay a bill. It ain't something frivolous. He's using this to pay a bill. The credit bureau sees that. So now it makes that number jump up quicker. I end up getting a credit card with my bank account. That helped jump it up quicker. So the main thing is being able to maintain, again, the financial literacy that he's been able to bless me with. It teaches me to stay on the go, be accountable. This is my dad, but he don't give no fucks about me. He don't give no fucks about me being his son. Let me be late with a payment, with anything. What? Let it be my sister Mika though. Shit, Mika get the world, but it's cool though. But anyway, like with me, like he just holds accountability. But now that I'm older, I understand that as a young black man, you have to own that.
You got to.
There's young women like her that need somebody. There's people like his wife that need somebody to be able to step up to the fucking plate. So if you don't have your shit together, what the fuck are you bringing to the table? Man, all that dick and all that other shit seem cool. But what the fuck are you bringing to the table? How can you help elevate me as a woman, as a substantial business owner? How can you help me? You not giving me nothing but to figure out I can turn up. Oh, I knew Club Live was lit. Blue Flame was, yeah, that's nice. Oh, the new Balenciaga, yeah. The fuck are you doing for me?
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing that's leveling me up on an everyday basis.
I'm also going to blow up that theory of the importance of a young man or a young woman making it mandatory for them to go to college once they graduate from high school. I'm going to tell you the downside, and I'm going to tell you the trick with a college education. You go to college.
Ooh, some folks about to get up.
You go to college, whether it's University of Notre Dame, whether it's Clark Atlanta University, or whatever, for 4 years. You get a degree in psychology, or you get a master's in science, or pharmaceutical, whatever it is you get your degree in, or whatever. You happy. I mean, your parents are kicking out all of that money to help you survive in college. Now it's time for you to graduate. And guess what? You graduate. So you go across the stage and you throw up your cap and gown and you be like, I made it. Now college makes you feel like, oh, I'm on top of the world. I'm better than that person.
You got your bachelor's.
I'm more qualified than the next person. So now guess what? What they don't teach you about is real life. Now you get out there in the real life and you take that degree that you just received and you finna go apply. And the doors that you go knock on, you feel like you finna kick them in because you qualified. But guess what they say? We don't need any help.
Not so fast, my friend.
There's not an opening right now. There's not a need right now. And then you come home and you tell your parents, well, I'm tired. I've been trying for 30 days. Nobody's responding back to me. But guess what? Your parents say, I got some more bad news for you. You be like, what's going on, Mama? What's going on, Dad?
Got something in the mail.
I just got a letter in the mail. You be like, oh, you just got out of school.
Not
like,
Sally Mae.
You just got out of school. Who is Sally Mae? Sally Mae says that you owe $175,000 and your next payment is due in 10 days and you need to start paying $500 a month for the next 20 years. Mama, how am I going to pay this here? Why they doing me like this? I ain't been out of school no more than 30 or 45 days. That's going to be bad on my credit. I don't know. There's nothing that I can do with it. So now at the end of the day, right, their game plan has been scrapped. That person that got that bachelor's degree in science, now they say, well, you know what? I'm going to go to Walmart to apply for a job.
How you go from a bachelor's to Walmart?
I don't know. So now they're at Walmart on a bachelor's degree. So Walmart paying them between $7,000 and $10,000 an hour. How the hell you gonna pay that $500 a month? So you know what the college kid gonna do? I'm not paying no $500 a month. I can't afford it. So guess what, y'all?
That credit's gonna take a hit.
They finna report it to the credit bureau. So now you can't do nothing.
Now you're a young black man in the hood who actually got a chance to make it out the hood. You go to college, but now Sally Mae hitting you, but then they're going to be mad if you trapping or you kicking in somebody's fucking door.
Wow.
And now they blaming you and they...
But what I said now, remember this here, y'all. Y'all just paid $250,000 for a 4-year education, right? But you shit on the people when it come down to vocational training. The plumbers, the carpenters, the barbers, the hairstylists, or whatever, the tattoo artists or whatever. But guess what? You can go there, and I guarantee you ain't gonna pay no more than $5,000. But guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna
musicians.
They're gonna give you they're gonna give you a damn grant. They're gonna give you a grant, and they're gonna pay for it. Because let me tell you something: when you go to a vocational school, the day that you graduate, you're getting your certificate and your balance is zero. You're not going to even get the certificate until the balance is zero. So now you're out there in the free world, right? And you're free. So guess what? If Joe call you at 12 o'clock at night and say my pipes are clogged up, can you come over and unclog them or fix them?
I got a job at 12 o'clock at night.
You got a job at 12 o'clock at night.
I'm
And guess what? You can charge the rate that everybody else charges.
Charge what the hell I want to charge.
And guess what? It's your business on your own letterhead. What else do you want? That's the thought process, and that's the mindset that I'm trying to get people to get involved with. So at the end of the day, it's pretty simple. And look, to the people that do work, that do have a 9-to-5 job, I have no problem with that at all. I'm just trying to tell you, diversify your portfolio. Don't take all of your money and put it into that basket. Invest in yourself. And I want you to invest with the same urgency as you have when it's time to go get your hair done, when it's time for you to go get your nails done. Have y'all ladies ever realized? Have y'all ladies ever realized when it's time for you to go get your nails done? Do you know who's doing your nails? I mean, do you know who's doing your nails?
Half the time you don't understand who's doing your nails, what they saying anyway.
Guess
but
what?
when you find Keisha up the block,
Son, how do they greet you at the door? When it's time to come in to do the nails? Don't they talk in English?
Yeah, they talking. If you got money, they talking English.
Okay.
When they get on them feet,
Once they get on their feet and they put the mask on.
no English.
No English.
No English for you, sir.
No English for you.
No English for you, sir.
But guess what? When it's time to pay, they talk English, don't they?
$45, sir. $45, ma'am. $60, ma'am.
So and my point
I'm
is.
sorry. I fucked
And
up.
look,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
no knock on what they do. We just got to do what we do. And we're so divisive or whatever. Like, we are divided. We are really divided as fuck.
For real.
And I'm 52 years old. I don't have nothing to prove to
All right, so
nobody.
52. How long? Like, all right. So growing up during your time, like, how long would you say? When did you realize, as you were getting older, that the division was becoming like really, really strong? Like 30s, 40s. Now that once you turn 50 and you're able to see the younger brothers,
I realized the division was strong when I was 15 years old.
Damn, 15.
Yeah, when I was 15 years old, I saw the game.
So where were you at 15? At 15 years old, Reggie Campbell, the people that's getting to know Reggie. So at 15 years old, what was Reggie Campbell doing at 15? Where was your mind?
I was cutting grass.
You had your own apartment at 15.
Not at 15, at 17.
Oh, 17. Okay.
Yeah. I was cutting grass. I was cutting down trees for Christmas. I was pulling weeds out of gardens.
No, hold on. You said cutting down trees for Christmas? Where'd you grow up at?
Oh, you talking about like Christmas trees?
Christmas trees.
Hold on, so
I would go get my grandmother's axe and I'd go somewhere in the woods and I'd start cutting down trees.
Where you grow up at?
In Charlotte, North Carolina. They know it.
So you would get an axe, so it ain't like a chainsaw.
I would get an axe, man. I would keep blisters on my hand, man. But I had to get that cash. man. I would have my friends call, man. I would have Christmas trees being drugged out of the trunk or whatever. We done drugged half of the tree off. I remember one time when I went to go get the lady or whatever. I said, I got a Christmas tree. I know you got about like 3 days. You don't even have a tree. I said, I got a good one. She said, I smell that pine. I said, girl, look at that pine.
You said 3 days, so that was December 22nd.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was my birthday.
Yeah. And so when I
that's that pine, girl.
Yeah, look.
That's that pine.
Yeah, with that pine. And so look, it was the last tree I had, but I didn't know. But I had skinned half of the back of it off, cause it was being drugged in the street. Right. So when I went up there to put the spin, I said, Miss, you need this tree. I'm gonna take care of you or whatever. She said, well, look, half of the back off of it. I said, where you gonna put it up at? She said, over there in the corner. I said, well, look, just take that and face that to the back. Don't even let nobody spin it or whatever. Now you got this tree. I'll put water in it. Yeah, I had to spin it, and then I'm gonna give you a discount. And I told Merry Christmas, nigga. I mean, straight up, man. I had to get it. And hey, and guess what? I went and guess what I did? When I made my money, I went and broke my grandma off for using her axe. And I put the rest of the money in my pocket, and I was able to buy my brothers and sisters something, and I gave my mom some money.
So you were 15. You done chop down these axes. Chop down these trees with the axe.
Yeah.
You broke your grandma off.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for her axe, I wouldn't have been able to get the tree.
Okay, so shout out to grandma.
Shout out to my deceased grandmother.
Shout out to grandma for being able to let my old man get the axe and doing his work.
Yeah, no
so
question, y'all.
You get the axe, you chop that down, and then you got how many brothers and sisters?
I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
2 brothers and 2 sisters, so that's 5 including you.
Right.
All right, so with the other 4.
If they ask me for some money, I'll give them some. Yeah, I'm the oldest, but I didn't break them off. Yeah, I didn't break them off. I didn't break them off. I'm the outline kid. Yeah, I got them something for Christmas. So I thought you were talking about me giving them some money.
15, but I'm saying the mindset of a 15-year-old, like the average 15-year-old ain't thinking about.
Because I am the oldest. I'm the oldest.
You know I'm the youngest. I don't know shit about that.
That level of that level of responsibility always have been there. And my wife would tell me so much. She said, you know what? She said sometimes you could be too serious about too many things. And I say, it's all I know. Like if my wife want to turn on cartoons, I go out the room. Cartoons don't interest me because it's fiction. I mean, it's fiction. I mean, I ain't got no problem with cartoons, but it doesn't, my brain shuts down when I see cartoons. Ask me, get me involved with something about making some money, I'm down because it's the American way. And my thing is to anybody that's in here, and I don't want to lose. And you have brought that to me in my life. You have brought that to me in my life. Yeah, I tried.
Calm down.
I tried.
What y'all don't want to tell me to calm down when we went on the cruise?
I tried. Yeah.
Y'all told me to calm down.
I tried.
So we gotta calm down, Dad.
But
watch a cartoon. You can't watch a cartoon with me. Can we watch a cartoon one day, Dad? Can we watch like Batman?
I tried.
They was hustlers.
I tried.
Fire. They was hustlers. They was going Ed and Eddie.
I tried. I don't know what
he lying. He lying. He lying. He gonna do. Go ahead. He lying, yo.
All right, let me ask you. What you do for a living? What you do for a living? I know what you do. What you do for a living?
I cut hair. I'm a hustler.
Okay. I want you to try.
I'm an independent contractor.
I want you to try cutting hair for the next 30 days for free.
No, them days over.
They over?
No, them days over.
Why?
No, them days long.
I mean, money's not everything.
I didn't. Kamari never said.
Okay.
Lamont never said money ain't everything.
Okay.
So Lamont didn't
Lamont P. Stanford.
Lamont P. Stanford.
Okay.
The P is for shit.
Poster
child.
Poster child.
Poster child. You goddamn right. Yeah, there we go.
And yeah, but to make. Hey, but to make a long story short, here's where I'm at with it. I want us to make a collective effort, and I want us to start open up a dialogue, and I want us to start talking to our friends seriously about investing. And the only thing that I can give you is what most people don't give you. I can give you the worst thing that I can give you is a guarantee that whatever you invest, you'll get your money back if it fails. But at the end of the day, I want the snowball effect, and I want the state of Georgia to be the model for this here. And I am the worst thing that you can tell me is what I can't do. I think that collectively we could do this here. And I just want you to be as eager, and I just want you to be as quick to give. And I'm not asking you to give me anything. I'm asking you to give to yourself. I'm asking you to pledge. All I'm asking for is your word. Because I know how we are. What you gonna do with my money? What we gonna do with this here? You hold your own money. You hold your own money. And all I want to do is to start, get a website going. And I want us to be able to go on and check and say, oh my gosh, we have $875,000. And I want us to give and give and give and give and give. And then all of a sudden, I want us to say, now we're finna get ready to make moves. And at the end of the day, everybody that is invested is going to get a return on their investment. And not only are they going to get a return on their investment, they're going to become shareholders of this company. And they're going to be able to own this company. It's not about me. It is about us. I'm just giving my guarantee.
What is the company? You say like of this company?
Investors Edge Unlimited LLC. It is a company that was founded in 2009 by my wife and I, and it's regarding wholesale real estate investing and investment tactics and strategies. And at the end of the day, it's my version of utilizing a diversified portfolio. We're not going to put all of our money into real estate. We're not going to put all of our money into Walmart. We're going to do a combination of the two. Like I want to be able to say, I want to be able to have $100,000 in the bank, and I want to be able to go over here and buy this whole complex with 200 units, and I want to be able to spend $75,000 on it, gut it out, get it, bring it up to speed, bring it up to code or whatever, and then put our families in these places. And guess what? Bypass the credit check. So now we got 200 or 300, 2, 3 or 4 bedroom apartments. All they have to do is to pay their rent. And guess what? We're not going to go up in them. We're
So
going to
what's
make.
your motto? So when you say you're not going to
Come
go,
on, you already know the motto: stack them deep and sell them cheap. And so at the end of the day, we owe nobody else. The only thing that we owe is yearly tax on it because we own it. We own the property because guess what? People gonna always need a place to live. Oh well.
What if somebody doesn't invest? Man. What if somebody doesn't invest and you have the investors that's willing to do it, but she's over there, she needs somewhere to stay. It's her and her kid, and they really need somewhere, but they haven't invested shit. Like, are you willing to take those people in with no credit check? Like, if these people are willing, these now I'm speaking for the people that want to move into your house. So now the people that move into the place that you rented, they don't have to worry about a credit check either?
Look, son, like I've always told you, we ain't gonna turn down no money. That's number one. We ain't gonna turn down no money. But the investors and the investors' families, they have priority.
But they're still gonna benefit off of it because that person is paying the rent.
Right. It don't matter. Yeah. They're gonna benefit off of it. Right. It's residual income. But at the end of the day, they have priority. Yeah. Like if it's 2 apartment units left, I'm just saying hypothetical, and it's a non-member and it's a member, you know who get it, right? The member.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like membership has its privileges. And I want to go on record to say, when I tell you this here, this is how I'm not American Express didn't tell me to say this, but I'm going to tell you some of the values and the principles that are instilled in my life. Some of the important things. God is first. My family is second. And my finances is third.
Talk that real.
And American Express is fourth.
But the realness, if say you got the American Express, all right? So say physically you don't have the $700, $500 physically, right? But now you're dealing with Reggie. So now you know with this American Express card, all right, I ain't charged shit to my card. Shit, I got $500, $700 that if I use it,
you got a loan.
If I use it, I got 30 days. Now it's a matter of me being accountable. It's a matter of me being a stand-up person saying when these 30 days elapse, I'm going to have Reggie money. Ain't gonna be no side shit. Ain't gonna be you know what I'm saying, bro.
And really, it ain't even Reggie money. It's your money. It's back into yourself. And guess what? It's your obligation with American Express because what I allowed you to get into American Express, and once you get yourself worked out with American Express, you can try to apply for American Express yourself. And the reason why I endorse American Express or whatever because they denied me 3 times. They denied me 3 times.
How old were you when you first started?
Oh man, when I first started, man, I was like, before I went to college.
Okay.
They denied me.
Yeah, okay.
And then when I got out of college, they denied me. And then after I got out of college, I applied again and they got me. I mean, they finally approved me or whatever. And I've been American Express Platinum member for 19 years.
Damn, I got treated different for 19 years.
Huh?
I got treated different for 19 years.
Yeah, no question.
That car holds.
When you show that card to people, that shit, they look at you different. Mr. Kennedy.
It holds weight. And guess what? American Express know what I'm doing. They call me all the time. Because at the end of the day, what I'm doing, I don't even have to know you. All I need to know is that you have a job and you have a bank account, and my sister, my brother, I'm going to go out there on the limb for you. And all I ask that you do is take care of your responsibility.
You willing to do what the average person isn't willing to do. You're willing to sacrifice and put yourself out there on the line.
Because my credit on the line. Because I'm gonna tell anybody that I do business with. Let's say if I set the credit, they allow me to set the credit. If I set your credit at $500 and you go out and you spend $500 and now it's gone or whatever, and so now it's time for you to make your payment, and you don't make your payment. Guess what? They ain't tripping off you. They coming to me. They coming to me because, and guess what? Yeah. I'm not going to let that little stinking ass $500 mess up my 19 years. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay for it.
And you I'm going
to cut you off, and then I'm going to come after you.
Yeah.
You just hurt yourself. But guess what? That card is so prestigious, it'll make you cringe at night. You're a fiend because you'll begin to miss it. And guess what? And then you're going to want to right the ship.
Yeah.
Now when you want to right the ship, you can't call American Express. You're going to have to call me. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to deny you. Because I'm telling you what the rules are from the beginning. Take care of your responsibility. Don't take this personal. This is business. Because at the end of the day, go find somebody else that's doing it. I'm doing it because I care that much about you, and I'm telling you, I'm not just talking it, I'm walking it. I'm taking my financial might and I'm leveraging it with you to try to help make it better for you. And guess what? Whenever you're done, you can use the shit out of me. Whenever you're done and you no longer need me, guess what? apply with American Express and say my business with you is done. Guess what? I feel like I've done you some justice because I didn't send you through what I got sent through to.
So for the people that's trying to avoid what it is that you went through, what are the qualifications for them to get into the American Express thing with you?
I'm gonna be on what
does it take
to me?
To the person on the outside that's wondering like, how do I get in with Reggie Campbell when it's American Express?
You got to have a job, a recent pay stub, and a bank account. That's it.
Is there any type of pay that you got to end up giving somebody? Is there any type of like?
I don't care how much you make.
Just pay your bill.
Just pay your bill.
There it is.
Now, Monty, you tell them what American Express means to you and your experience with American Express and its prestige when you worked out there at Delta Airlines.
That's the top of the line card, American Express, and you can get into all the clubs at the airport with the American Express. American Express got their own club.
Fact.
And
Did you go to the Beyonce or some concert?
Yeah, they give you reduced price on
lemonade
tickets.
Ooh.
I mean, American Express is.
It's the Centurion. It's the Centurion line. Like it's top of the line. Centurion. Yeah, Centurion. It's top of the line. And at the end of the day, like I'm telling you, like a lot of people may take it as a joke or whatever, but it would do a joke for you in your life. No matter wherever you go, when you pull that card out, people begin to look at you differently. Like I'm being honest. And at the end of the day, other ethnicities and other folks of different backgrounds, they have that. But we don't have that. You know, it's kind of like he made a comment about a rush card. What the hell is a rush card?
Didn't he end up robbing people?
Yeah, I mean, what is that going to like? What is that going to?
It was supposed to help people. It was supposed to help the black people. Whatever. It was like a prepaid card. You only could you put money on the card. That's what it was.
So the secured credit card
with the company, like they were stealing the money.
So all right, so
Man, fuck Russell Simmons.
damn, straight like that, cuz.
Hey, after what she just said.
Oh, okay, well, yeah. All right, so now that we have Monty here, so I want you to, because we were earlier talking about 9 to 5s, right? Shout out my man Trayvon, little nephew. So we were earlier talking about rush cards. We were already talking about all of that other stuff. So you previously had a job at Delta for 19 years. So what's the amount when you get retirement? The 2025.
Well, it depends on age, pretty much.
Okay,
after
so
10
did you?
years you're invested, and if you want.
So you qualify for the retirement and all that stuff.
Right.
Okay, so my dad was able to, through his business, through his endeavors, through his thought process, when he was talking earlier about that average 9 to 5 person, and he was saying, you know, he doesn't knock that average 9 to 5 person, which clearly his own wife was the 9 to 5 person. Exactly. He never knocked you. He never tried to defame you or none of the above, but somehow he allowed you to believe in his vision to make you steer elsewhere. Like explain that.
Not to steer me elsewhere. Like all my life, I've always had 9 to 5 jobs. From my first job at Winn-Dixie, I was 17, 18 years old.
Shout out Winn-Dixie.
So
that's that right there.
Right. So like everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no problem working a 9 to 5 job, but through him, I was able to release that and be like, okay, I'll trust you to be able to we can do this together. We're gonna take care of each other, and I'll be able to stay at home. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big decision that you have to make like that because you're used to having a steady income, and that's
so. Is it like a sense of security?
Right, because when you have your own business, you're not going to get paid every 2 weeks. You don't know when you're going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? But when you work the 9 to 5 job, you know that you're going to get paid on the 1st and the 15th or whatever.
Yeah.
So to release that after almost 20 years, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? That's not an easy thing. He was doing it ever since 2002.
So 2002, 2019. So that's 17 years. Y'all been together 19. No, you was at the job 19 years. How long y'all been together? 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. Married 15.
Married 15. Together 20.
Yeah.
So with all of that, so that's 20 years of some sort of a foundation via friendship, relationship, whatever.
Right. And if he wasn't the way that he was about money, ain't no way in the world I would say, oh yeah, I'm not going back to work. I would have went back to work.
Bingo.
I wouldn't care because I know if you know that your spouse is not good with money,
You ain't no way you're about to invest your whole livelihood.
Invest your livelihood with this person and be like, okay, well,
I'm gonna believe in his thoughts and his opinions.
Right, and that's why relationship works, because he's the aggressor person. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell
yeah.
You know, I'm type of
person. He ain't taking
like, I don't want
answer.
all that responsibility. I'm not that type of person.
He with all the smoke.
Right, he wants all that responsibility. I'm there to help him and guide him, whatever he wants. But I'm not that person. I don't want to control your money. I don't want to. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? He want to have 50, 11 businesses and do. He always have to have in his mind. He have to have something going on.
So as long as you've been dating him, like, what are some of the businesses like you witnessed him and doing? Cause I ain't gonna lie, one of them I know about. What's the name of y'all club?
The Party Palace.
Party Palace. Shout out to the Party Palace. They got shut down. The Party Palace was lit.
The way his mind works is like, I mean, he will come home with something all the time.
All the time.
And what I do is like, okay, let's go ahead. Let's just try it. You know what I'm saying? I'm that person.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I believe in you. You my husband. I trust you. If it don't work, it just don't work. So, you know what I'm saying? But at least we're going to try. And all of his business adventures has been that way. I mean, like when he came home with the shop, like just out the blue, he came and said, we're gonna open up a shop. It ain't like something that we discussed or we've been talking about for years. No. It was just something that was on his mind.
So y'all see, I can't be lying about my story earlier with him coming home to his wife, telling her about, hey, got this new kid working with me. Dude just got locked up. I think I want to get him out. What you want to do? And she co-signed to it. For whatever reason, these two people amongst me, little nephew, say something to the camera. All right, he don't want to say nothing. So, but either way, these two people have helped elevate me into the person that I am now. And I don't give them a full credit. It's been a village. It takes a village to raise a child. I was a child still, though I was of age. Mentally, I was still a child when I was amongst them. They helped elevate this. So I definitely agree with the whole mantra of if you believe in something, just go for that shit. Go for that shit. It's always gonna be people that want to be defiant.
Don't be afraid.
You have to not be afraid of the challenge and what it is that's in front of you. My partner, man, he's done music for I don't know how long.
That's right.
Dude had to make a conscious decision
No
know what, I could get this now. Man, and I knew him with having 9 to 5s. I knew it wasn't gonna work for him. He's a man, bro, man, shout it, man. I don't know, but I supported it either way. Either way, I supported it, but I knew his mind was too far out there to feel like I'm confined to the 9 to 5 business world. I'm gonna just have to rely on these people giving me a check. No, I'm gonna go get my check. And they're gonna tell me, well, no, sir, you're worth this. And I'm gonna turn around and tell them, hell no, I ain't worth that. I'm worth this.
Always push yourself and get comfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. If that makes sense, get comfortable.
Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Always put yourself in situations where you're uncomfortable, so you can push yourself and elevate yourself. The time you just sit back and just lay back and say, "Hey, I got it all," and whatever. To me, I think you're beginning to slip. You see what I'm saying? Stay on it. Just stay. That's just like, to make the youth movement or whatever. I see a lot of young guys and a lot of young ladies that come through here or whatever. And to me, in my mind, just based on what they say, their body language, the things that they talk about, in my mind, I'd be like, damn, they are so lost. Like I'm being honest with you, but I don't want to say it to offend them. So anybody that really know me, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I only like being around people that are talking about positive things, adventures, ideals, plans, what kind of plans you got, what's your blueprint? Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? I can't just be around a bunch of people talking about a bunch of nothing. My mind, I just shut down. You see what I'm saying? I'm just not wired like that. You tell me something, an opportunity about doing something, I'm in. I'm ready. And I don't necessarily have to be the leader. It just so happened the way that I think, to me, I consider myself a natural leader. And I think that comes from me being the oldest of my family and me always having to shoulder burden of responsibility. If my siblings messed up, they didn't get their ass whooped. I got my ass whooped. You see
So
what I'm saying?
you took the
yeah,
whooping for
when my parents came home, if the house wasn't cleaned up, they don't ask them, they ask me why it wasn't cleaned up. So I've always took that responsibility. I've always took on that responsibility. And when you do the same thing over and over and over again, it's just kind of like in you. But yeah, me personally, I definitely appreciate this platform, son. I appreciate you inviting me. I hope that you guys would get together and collectively talk and really think about it, because at the end of the day, without you guys and without you guys friends or whatever, and really opening up a real serious conversation about investing or whatever, this is really a moot point. I'm going to continue to do what I do, and they'll continue to do what they do. But at the end of the day, together, we're powerful.
Absolutely.
And we start taking our dollars and put it together. I don't care if it's just done here locally, but we need to be serious about it. And I know damn well every day, everybody, all of us in here, we carry some type of money around in our pocket, even if it ain't but $5 or $10.
Right.
It don't even matter. So quit making the excuses. I don't like lazy people. Quit making it. I don't like excuses. I don't like procrastination. Quit procrastinating. Like, guess what? I could be here today and not here tomorrow. But today, damn it, I'm trying. I'm going out swinging. Tomorrow is not promised to a lot of us. And at the end of the day, what they'll say at the head of my tombstone is that this guy here tried. This guy, all I want to know is for people to know that I'm genuine, and I try to help people, and I try to use this God-given ability that was given to me. I went to school for a reason, so I'm just going to use my brain. Don't tell me whenever I think about something, whenever I think about an idea, don't tell me that it's crazy. Why is it crazy? It's crazy in your eyes. Is it crazy because you don't think like I do? I used to be in my 20s. I know how y'all think. I used to be stubborn as hell, and I felt like King Kong didn't have nothing on me. I wasn't afraid of nothing. When I tell you I wasn't afraid of nothing, but boy, when you get older and you get closer to the other side, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm 52 years old now. I feel like I'm late in the third quarter of my life. That means that it's a good likelihood that I'll die before any of you guys in here. I accept that. But when I was in my 20s, I wasn't even thinking about that. I mean, I didn't care about nobody else. It's all about me. It's about what I say or whatever. But I'm going to be honest with you, that body going to start breaking down on you. You're going to start getting older. You're going to start having little issues and stuff. Stuff going to start happening or whatever. You're going to be like, your circles and stuff going to change or whatever. But if you haven't prepared for that, you'll fuck around and end up being 40 years old and you just now beginning your life. And I'm telling you, it's not good. And you don't want to die a lonely soul. And at the end of the day, don't ever let nobody tell you, because I know how young people think. I don't need no damn body. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie.
Life is about
everybody needs somebody.
Hell yeah.
And at the end of the day, when you take an evaluation of yourself and you think about all of the people that you really, truly trust, I can guarantee you most of us in here, whatever, we can probably count them on one hand. As large as this big old world is, you think about people that you actually truly trust when it comes down to it. That circle gets small, don't it? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, don't take that stuff for granted. But
hey man, at the end of the day, again, we closing out this Dogmatic approach, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, tune into the channel, Game 6 Empire. Nothing but love, man. Definitely like and subscribe, man. Cab Coolio again. Cal Dantana again to my left, King Premium. We did Manye the Vit chick.
Shout out T-Shoots.
The Vit the underscore Vit chick. Yep. The underscore Vit chick. That's mom and them. So thankfully little
a shout out.
Yeah, go ahead, say something. Can you say something, please?
Trayvon, tell me to give a shout out to the Ninja Turtles. Shout out to the Ninja Turtles. He said, nah. All right, there it is.
All right, nephew ain't feeling that, man. But we gonna rock out, man. Definitely tune in, man. If you're serious about whatever it is you got going on in your life, this ain't no bullshit, man. Again, you done seen the wife, you done heard the people from the outside. It's this thing with him is no
Come
joke.
on, young people.
It's no joke. He's been wanting to make this movement happen for so long. Like
let's make this go viral. $1. $1 a pledge.
If you not, man, look, I'ma say it because he ain't gonna say it. Hold up, nephew. Go over there real quick. If you ain't got $1, you ain't worth shit. Fuck you.
God,
flat out, cuz. Straight up. You ain't got $1, fuck you.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're not willing to
Stand
invest
for
$1 for your life or stand on something, fuck you. I don't give a shit about nothing you talking about. You can do whatever you talking about, wherever you talking about doing it. I don't give a fuck. So be about something or stand for anything, man. Like, I'm not with it, man. So, again, I thank my dad. He's not normally with this. So, I appreciate his time, his dedication to what it is, and him supporting what his son has going on. But this thing is deep.
Short-term goal, $1 million within the next 60 days.
Short-term goal.
Short-term
Tag
goal,
anybody you know. If you see
$1 million in the next 60
want
days.
to.
Simple as that.
Tag whoever you know, share, like, subscribe. I guarantee you,
And that's small.
if somebody would have had the best liquor or somebody would have had the freshest outfit, you would have kept tagging that shit. You would have hashtagged the fuck out of that. Hashtag PutUpOrShutUp. That's where we at with it.
Income tax time.
Dogmatic approach. What are we hashtagging income tax?
Yeah.
Hashtag income tax.
There it is.
We hashtagging that shit too.
Yeah, I like
hashtag
that. Yeah.
income tax 2019.
So you can kill old man.
Dogmatic approach.
Tweet, retweet.
Talk that tweet
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
man. Goddamn
Tag,
cause.
friend.
All that.
All that.
What happened when you show up to the scene with your ceiling missing? What that mean?
Hey man, my hat. My hat, man.
Dogmatic approach, man. We out.
Alright, that's what's up.
Spend it before we get it and can never hold money. No wallets, nah, a nigga would rather fold money. Money control niggas, white man control money. Laughing like, yeah, my nigga, get your money.